Today is Thursday, May 2nd, and I'm wondering if you'd like to take a trip with me back in sports history for some of those weird and wonderful sports notes.
And now, a word from our title sponsor.
Are all financial advisors fiduciaries? Fewer than you think. Not knowing could reduce your lifestyle. Hi, I'm Mitch Kramer, founder and CEO of Fluent Financial. A fiduciary is a regulatory term to reduce conflicts of interest in wealth management. A fiduciary always works in your best interest. A non-fiduciary advisor might put their compensation or company ahead of yours. At Fluent Financial, we are certified financial planners acting as fiduciary advisors. To learn more, go to fluentfinancial.com or Fluent Financial's YouTube channel.
There's been a significant development in your laundry room. Laundry detergent sheets, not dryer sheets, but the same concept. Paper thin, remarkably efficient. Just toss one into your load of clothes and voila! Sparkling clean and smelling great. And as a plus, they're hypoallergenic for those with sensitive skin. Plastic jugs of detergent, jugs that just wind up in trash heaps. It's easy to get your laundry detergent sheets. Just go to the link in today's podcast episode.
Introducing Star Power Smart Home Solutions, where cutting-edge technology meets effortless living. Control your entire home with just a tap on your smartphone. Adjust the lights, set the perfect temperature, and ensure your home is secure, all from the palm of your hand. Star Power has the experts that will transform your house into a secure, smart home. Experience the ultimate solution in comfort and security for your family. Get started at GetStarPower.com. Star Power, where innovation meets home.
It must be 32 years ago that I wrote a book on a collection of sports notes on the days they'd happened in history. I just love that type of stuff. I always have, and I hope you enjoy some of them. Let's start with May 1st, 1920, 104 years ago yesterday. And the headline, oh my goodness, how baseball has changed. On that date, Brooklyn's Leon Cador and Boston's Joe Oshker They hook up in a pitcher's duel. Each one of them allows a run early in the game. And then they start putting zeros on the board. 6th inning, 8th inning, 10th inning. They're still going at it. Today, by the 10th inning, how many relief pitchers would we have seen? But Cador and Oshker keep going. 13 innings, 15 innings. It's 1-1, 18th inning, 20th inning, and they're still in the game. 22nd inning, 24th inning. Would you believe that finally the game is called because of darkness? A 1-1, 26-inning tie in which each pitcher pitched a complete game. Wow. And in that same game, Charlie Pick probably set a record also that'll never be broken. He had a one-day slump. 0 for 11. I can't imagine any other hitter's ever going to go 0 for 11 in one game in his career. Next, let's go to May 2nd, 1908. That's 116 years ago today. Jack Norworth copyrights the song that becomes the anthem for baseball fans everywhere. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the ball game. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever get back. So let's root for the home team. It's enough of that. Anyway, Norworth wrote that song that has become baseball history without ever having been out to a ball game. In fact, it will be 32 years before someone takes Jack Norworth out to a ball game. Next, this record, as far as I can tell, still stands. It's May 5th, 1986, 38 years ago. And if you like arm wrestling or fighting or any of that stuff, I got a name for you to avoid. On this date, 36 years ago, British powerlifter William Wacky shatters the world record for weight lifted by one arm. One arm. He lifts 5 water-filled barrels totaling 771 pounds with one arm. Goodness gracious. Next, 1954, May 6th. It's 70 years ago. Now, we don't blink an eye when someone runs a 4-minute mile. In fact, the record now for a mile is under 3 minutes and 50 seconds. But back then, there was speculation in the 40s. Could a human being run a 4-minute mile? And if so, who would it be? Well, on that date, May 6th, 1954, the Who would be Roger Bannister. But it could have just as easily have been his British mate, John Landry. They had 2 pace runners. That is, guys that run out fast to start a very quick pace in the race. Then each of them fired their closing runs. And with a half of a lap to go, Landy led Bannister. Landy try to find out where Bannister was. Looks over his left shoulder just as Bannister goes by him on the right shoulder. And Bannister wins the mile at 3 minutes, 59.4 seconds. Bannister crosses the finish line, takes a few more steps, and collapses from the effort. He recovers, but he's temporarily colorblind from the energy he expanded. 3 minutes, 59 seconds, 0.4. Roger Bannister's record will last 6 weeks. Running in Turku, Finland, that guy he beat when he set the 4-minute mile record, John Landy, breaks Bannister's record running 3:58 flat. And finally, there was a jockey named Ralph Neves at Golden Gate Fields. This is 88 years ago. It's May 8th, 1936, and he was a good young jockey. He was starting to make an impact, winning some races. But in this race at Bay Meadows, not Golden Gate, his mount Flanagan's trips, sending Neves flying forward. He bounces off the rail, ouch, and then is trampled by 4 horses. By the time the medics get to him, Neves isn't breathing. The track announcer, as they're taking Neves' body away, tells the crowd, quote, "We regret to inform you the jockey is dead. Please say some prayers." The ambulance takes Neves to the hospital. He's confirmed as being dead and put in the morgue. About 10 to 15 minutes later, Ralph Neves wakes up. He calls. No one can hear him. Of course no one can hear him. It's the morgue. He calls some more. Nobody can hear him. He manages to open the morgue door and get off the slab. With only the bed sheet around him that they'd put over him on the slab, Ralph Neves stumbles out of the hospital, waves down a cab, and goes home. You know how tough he was? He rode the next day and rode a winner the next day. And he would go on in his career to win 3,771 races. That has got to be an all-time record for a dead guy.
Today's episode brought to you by Fluent Financial, Retire Sooner, Better Lifestyle, and by Star Power, Love Where You Live.
Just Wondering is a production of DSP Media for FanStream Sports. You can find Norm's show along with other great programming at fanstreamsports.com.
Thank you for listening to today's episode. If you enjoyed it, hit follow. And every weekday, a fresh new episode of Just Wondering will be delivered right to you. And if you enjoy this podcast, please share it with a friend. Finally, should you have questions or comments, please share them with us by going to X and our address at Norm's Clubhouse. That's Just Wondering with Norm Hitzges. And every day, I'll be just wondering about something.
And I'm Mary Hitchkus, and I'm just wondering too.